Greetings, community.
We are
1, 2,
Comic Talk.
and we have really interesting books.
Our pre-order did arrive, and yeah, we don't have a huge stack, but it's not small. The average now is we're sitting at around 60 books, I would say, is our average order now. So it's not stupid, and it's not. We're averaging 2 books a day to go through for So yeah, so awesome. Meaning I've been able to shed some of the stupidity that we were doing, and I've been able to get books that, I mean, in my opinion, are rather high concentrate reads. There's a couple specky things. Matter of fact, I just remembered there's books in this that are like either specky or kind of high valued ones. So we'll go through this first.
Okay.
All right. I'll set these things right on top. So, hey, anybody and everybody that's cruising through, either for the first time or yet again, we appreciate you being here. And, speaking of which, as always, let's cruise this. Hope you're doing well. Look at that. Talking right at you there, Kai. What are you going to say?
Hello. He said hello to you too.
I was waiting for you. Hey, dude, man, I appreciate you. All right. Yeah. Hey, I had bought a few of the one per store of the Kid Venom in the past. For me, because of the poly bag, it seems like all these things have come damaged to me. So I'm still been on my quest to try to get me what I refer to as a decent 9.8 contender. So this I thought was it, and I'm wrong. It's probably a 9.6. I've seen a couple flaws on it. That doesn't take away from this is a freaking awesome book. If you're not reading this, I recommend it. It's so cool. You don't have to go buy the whole Death of Venomverse to get this one story. If this is all you're looking for, buy it here. You don't have to buy the one per story, even though, damn, look at that cover. So, hey, there's that. All right, moving on from that. There's that one. That's Jackpot 1 in 25. That one kind of eluded me. I wasn't able to get this. Now, the 1 in 100, oh my God, if you price it out, you'd be like, damn, really? For that book? But yeah, this is in good condition. So I can't wait to get this signed. All right. I think you guys have probably been hearing a lot about this. When it was, this one particular cover, this was the only cover that kind of I liked. So I got 2 of them. Can't wait to actually, I've not read it. So, and I did buy another cover, the one with Peter and Mary Jane and the little heart thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was using this to separate it. Yeah, there's another one. This Timeless sets up the whole what's I guess supposed to happen all this year with the Timeless type set. You know what I mean. Anyways, yeah, this is supposedly like a I can't remember what they call that, where it's not a spoiler, but it's a variant that sets up it reveal like a reveal cover.
Reveal cover.
Yeah, it's supposed to reveal what's supposed to transpire in the whole Timeless thing that's supposed to happen this year. Supposed to be all Doom related. So yeah, that was like my expensive ones of that.
Those are the expensive ones.
Yeah.
And then this is kind of our main read.
I mean, the other ones I've definitely read, but not those covers and those copies. This is an awesome series. I've really been digging it. It's something I've been chomping on the bit for when I end up seeing his daughter come into view. She and along with he are going to end up doing a nice little bloody thing coming up this late spring, early summer. And it's going to be an all-out vampire fest. So Blade, if you're not reading it, highly recommend it. This series is awesome. Yeah, Hills is killing it. He's just doing such a great job. Marvel Meow. Almost started reading this last night. This one and the book that Kai's about to get behind it. This was a digital book that got so much popularity that they released it as a cover. meaning paper hard copy. And I've been really kind of enjoying when a series becomes popular enough on digital that they go ahead and release it as a hardcover, hard copy. Those are the ones I've been picking up. I'm not a digital read, so this Carnage I almost ended up reading last night too. The new release of Carnage, I've only got to read issue number 1. I thought it's cool because how it relates to the whole religion of what's going on and how Carnage has kind of turned into a god. So I've been digging it.
Miguel O'Hara.
How you doing, Christina? Appreciate you being here. So this Miguel O'Hara series has been really cool. I've been waiting on issue number 4 to come in. Here it is. I bought this at the store. Yeah, I'm pretty much caught up. I've been reading everything, so I didn't realize how much of a fan of 2099 I am. I'm gonna have to go back and reread all my old stuff because I was checking it out. Hey, how'd it go with the facsimile? I do have the original, but I've been buying all these facsimiles, and now I don't mind, jumping into these. So yeah, this is, and they're in great condition.
He's got a mean look in this one.
Yeah, this is a classic pose from him. And being the crow that I am, I like the foily stuff. Gonna blind you. Yeah, Spider-Man issue number 41, cover A, and the Disney variant. I've been really digging these, this whole Disney stuff. These have been cool. The series itself has been good. I've really been enjoying it. I know people have been in, they've been out, and overall, the series as a whole, no matter who writes it, it doesn't seem to satisfy anyone. Me, I'm digging it. And the gang war stuff has been really fun. I've really been enjoying it.
Speaking of.
Yeah, now this is actually a pinnacle point in this storyline, and I really want to get into this. There was an introduction of this character a couple issues ago, how the character came in and what it was doing. Like I said, I've really been enjoying the series, so I'm chomping on the bit to get to 42, which I got to get to 41 first. That's the Parker variant for, I believe, 42, which is probably a D, right? Oh, no, it's a B. Getting older. Someone's starting to wear glasses.
Getting more.
Yeah, now again, Miles has been solid. The last series, this series, shit, every series. And now that we end up getting, no, I'm not going to get too much into that. The reappearance of a character that really was formidable in the past and not too many issues ago is really going to hit him hard now.
Is that who's on the cover?
Yeah. Oh, all right. So that's 15, right? Oh, that's so cool. I get 14 and 15. Sweet. I can't wait to get into this stuff. I really can't. This is going to be so awesome.
We got more 2099.
Okay, now. So this will get, I did read issue number 1. All right. I did read issue number 2, I believe, which he has 2.
Oh, this is 2.
And this is awesome. Straight out, the whole Marvel zombie 2099 situation. Like I said, I did read parts of this. I just need to go back through it.
Was that Moon Knight?
Yep. Moon Knight 2099.
Grab 2.
And then this, I couldn't help myself. Seriously, is a variant that, those that all know the original 2099 will recognize this variant. But yeah, like I said, this is now Werewolf by 2099, first appearance. Like I said, I really, as I was going through just the first issue and touching on the second, I was like, oh my God. And then I skimmed through the third and saw the fourth, and I got to re-go through this and the original back in the day.
Got a catch, or
I've been going through so much reads that it's escaping me, and it's just I ended up reading the hood and I read it all the way through, and I'm like, man, this makes sense.
Well, there's one thing I've learned from playing games is that you can't really play the same story enough times. You can play it enough times in a short window of time, but you can never go back to it enough times, because pretty much, like, I can't think of a game right now that I have an example of, but there's been games that I've came back to years later, and I'm like, wow, I am appreciating this for like tons of different values now that I'm older. So yeah.
I totally get it. So yeah, I got to definitely revisit this stuff. And giant size. Let's go ahead and recaptures and puts together a few things that are going to end up transpiring. I think throughout this year, but along it's supposedly a really good story, and I think it pulls together a couple other stories. And I got to go through this. I can't wait to go through this because I was reading some of the stuff that I'm not going to sit it out. I was going to sit. I ended up going through the box. I couldn't help myself. There's a few books in there I ended up reading, like Transformers, Duke, Cobra Commander. I ended up reading it all last night.
I saw the Cobra Commander.
Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. This is revisiting stories that he want to fill in the gaps. So I'm looking forward to getting into this. The original story was okay, but it brought us issue number 8, which was a new suit, which we all know and fell in love with. So I mean, when I got an idea that this was even talked about, and then they ended up releasing it, I was like, okay, I'm aboard. If for nothing else, nostalgia. And number 2. So again, I'm gonna end up buying the whole little series. I'm looking forward to it. Seems cool. And when you have the original writer like DeFalco and it's just, I mean, DeFalco. You can't go wrong. So yeah. My old love for comics.
Century.
Speaking of old love and old comic book heroes, the new Century is, well, the guy that's trying to be the new Century is a bastard. And what he ended up doing and absorbing the person's powers before, a little spoiler, that was effed up, man. I mean, wow. So yeah, this is kind of hardcore. Like the cover. Really did. And in my opinion, it might take someone like Thor to be able to have to take this guy out.
He's kind of an anti-hero.
No, not even that. He's a dick.
Bro. Got Cobra Commander.
Yeah, I've been buying covers. All these sketchy signature stuff, and well, the blank cover I did over there, I did do as a signature because I on the back of Ghost Machine. And that's what going to be my new thing is I'm going to end up having certain people, let's say like Josh Williamson, I'm signed the back of these sketch things, and then so I can have a sketch done in front, let's say by the,
just so it's not too crowdy.
Well, that way it doesn't mess up the cover of whatever art is on it.
That too. Because do they just throw their signatures usually on the...
Wherever. Yeah, arbitrarily just kind of throw it there. Well, we got 1, 2 of the blank covers. We did 3 of the main covers.
We definitely...
I kind of went all in on this. I did end up buying the 1 in 25, the 1 in 50. Out of all the whole Aragon Universe thing, I kind of went harder on this than anything else. And like I said, I ended up doing the Duke thing. I did do 2 cover A's, and I did buy like a 1 in 25, but I didn't go too hardcore. I am all in on this whole universe thing. Did read issue number 4, the Transformers. Dug that. As far as everything that ties in on timeline, it is Transformers Duke 1, and what I show you, Cobra Commander. So if you read it as Cobra Commander Duke 1 and then this, it really makes a lot of sense. Don't have to read them in any particular order. It still will make sense. In Transformers, by issue 4, we see some characters that we both love and hate, and we love them and we hate them all wrapped in the same one. It's so cool to see these characters in a whole different, how should I say, shared universe. It just gives me a lot of hope to see what they're going to end up putting together, especially even for the movie. World Tree, loving this. This is one of my favorite books out right now, and just because how disturbing it is. I really can't say much more other than it's a cyber thriller. I just can't say it. Ghost Rider 21, one of the most consistent Marvel series out right now. This is really, really good. And the fact that we're going to end up getting a new Ghost Rider, the Hood, and seeing how that works out, the absence of this character, and why, I'm really curious.
Oh, that Hood character you were showing me.
Supposed to take over the mantle. So why? How? I'm so curious how that's going to move and lead up.
Trippy local man cover.
Yeah, I'm not certain, but it almost seems like this might be the last. I don't know. Someone tell me if this is the last issue of this series or if this, I don't know. Because what I end up seeing is that I didn't see anything coming out after this for a while that looked like this is continuing. I saw another one shot that's coming out. I don't know if that's just buying them time to continue. So I'm curious. I need to talk to Mr. Fleeks and find out what's going on. He will be doing a signing event pretty soon on his upcoming series, Feral. Once Upon a World Time
Once Upon a Time at the End of the World
is one of the most beautiful and sad love stories in a post-apocalyptic world that I've ever read. This is so awesome. And Jason Aaron is doing nothing short of a brilliant work on this title. Kind of worked out.
A lot of these I should
Destiny
be
Gate
jumping into.
Ryan Cady, he's just killing it on this thing, and it's kind of an introspective journey on a train that is thrown secondary onto a character. So depending on how you want to read it, very topical, you could just read it on a journey of this guy going through this whole self-awareness journey. And if you want to, you can go ahead at the same time and reflect. It's really, really cool. Ryan is touching a little bit of the soul on this one, and I really enjoy the journey. Marvel Zombies issue number 4. Now, yeah, every book is $6, but hey, you get 3 stories in each. Did I mention every book is $6? But hey, you get 3 stories. So it's like $2 a story. Yeah, they're cool. Give me a zombie every time, and I'm usually pretty happy. Venom, this is ramping up, and yeah, say it.
This cover is cool.
I agree. This, in my opinion, is pretty much a key. You know, it's not really talked about. And the only way I'm using that reference as a key is, I don't mean monetarily speaking, it's going to make you rich or anything. But there are pinnacle aspects in this book that really are shaping the way this character is moving down the road. And from here, there's no going back. This is an interesting story. Really is. Venom has just been nothing short of just wow. Cover what, B? It's an homage. So awesome. Yeah, they're doing all these Wolverine covers. Speaking of Kid Venom, how many books in there? Just 2. And a variant. Yeah, this is really cool. I've really been enjoying this. And I can't wait for the upcoming series to come out. There's going to be a little mini that's going to come out. It's just going to be so awesome.
It's got a very anime look to it.
And that's the thing, is that the writer was really is known for the anime stuff and was really trying to tie in the anime feel. Marvel is definitely trying to tap into the anime, knowing that that's the #1 selling comic style book in the world. So definitely trying to tap into that market. Doctor Strange. This is also another solid book. As far as Marvel's books that have been coming out on the series, to me, this has been one of the most solid ones out there. I mean, it's been steady. There's no, oh my God, you must just buy this because it's FOMO or it's a track. None of that. It's just been a beautiful, beautiful written art, direction. The fact that there's love interest in there, story that I highly recommend for any true Marvel, lover, especially if you're a Doctor Strange, reader.
We got Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy.
This has been going on, an ongoing pieces of a series that, probably would have been best told as how should I say, a multitude of series piece in an ongoing series. So this should have been told, all these series, meaning if this is considered volume 4 or 5 in the past 6 years, this all really needed to have been told in one ongoing story. It's not only just that good, Joe, it just would have a whole lot more comprehension in the overall story that was being told. It works when you read all these things together. You have to have a pretty decent memory to go ahead and remember how the, from 2019 affected 2020, which affected, and so
Again,
forth.
goes back to that thing I was saying. It's always best to go back to these things because, yeah.
So this is an awesome series. It's not a standalone. Each one has been slightly referring to the one before it. And it also is marketing by Marvel. So they're like, hey, if you quite don't know what's going on, we're going to go ahead and put these little asterisks and make reference to the one before. So I've been enjoying this. But, I've been reading every Silver Surfer book that's been coming out and series for years now. So it does make sense since the actual creative team have been the same for so many years.
For lovers of Carnage USA, got the homage Wolverine 41.
Don't have to say much more. I mean, this was literally the only reason why I bought
comic
this.
book G-Man.
Yo, G, how you be?
Yo.
Appreciate you being here. Yeah, we're just going through our unboxing of our monthly, stuff from DCBS. We're pretty much almost finished up, and
just a few books here.
A lot of these books that we were showing you are just really exceptional reads, in my opinion.
I guess we got some of his favorites.
Oh, cool.
Got some of his pulls. We got Jackpot Gang War #1.
Now, Celeste Brockman has made, in my opinion, a very, very huge impact on the Marvel world with this book. Now, this character has landed like the third time, but first time Jackpot character has landed on a well-known character, Mary Jane. So, in my opinion, I don't think this personification is going anywhere
anytime soon.
Because how integrated and integral these characters are to one another that it just works. So I can't wait to see how this develops, because I know this is a one-shot further down the road when we get the little mini-series with Jackpot and Black Cat. So I'm just, this is an awesome little story.
That was actually one of my favorite covers. I like how she looks like she's weaving like a web.
That one and this one are my two favorite covers. Now this,
I like all the little Spider-Mans too.
I agree. That's why. Is the version of this is the 1/100. So I really like that cover. For all the reasons that Kai said.
Her outfit's cool too.
And I like this because I can't get the virgin version.
Just got almost like a, I don't know why it's giving me like a casino look. Maybe it's the like spade thing.
Well, and that's the idea. It's really trying to give you that. Yeah, I'm really liking this character.
Yeah, cool.
What's
place from here?
This is a wild ride, and I believe that we only have one more issue after this, and I think that's the end of the third volume, and I don't know where it goes from there. At first, the first probably 7 issues, I'm like, what the F? And then after I got to issue 13, it really started making sense. I was understanding a lot of the metaphors, symbolisms, and everything. This is another post-apocalyptic war style story. However, it does give you an understanding in present day how we look and value things. So it's a neat little reflection, even though it has a great difficulties making reference from what it's trying to do until you get deep into the story. So I love this because I'm pretty deep into the story. So, hey, I'm just saying this was just one of those books that really, it took me a while, but it took me back.
The Usagi Yojimbo.
I'm a fan. What can I say? The fact that they're bringing all these old stories and they're retelling them and we get them in color, I mean, just keep doing it and I'll keep buying it. Ice and Snow is just awesome. And the fact that they're integrating this new character into the same feel that we know and love from old Usagi Yojimbo stories, and it hasn't changed the dynamic of the story at all. So Yukichi is just an awesome addition.
Also got Space Usagi.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, I'm going to buy anything and everything that they throw at me. And this is just This has been a really.
They got guns now?
This has been an interesting read because, yes, Space Usagi is all the references that they would normally make to provinces and stuff like that of the feudal time is still kind of depicted in a feudal feel, but they're making references of like that star system or that galaxy, and it is really odd, but it's really fun.
And the final one, we got Siren's Gate number 5.
Now, I mean, I'm a super fan of Shannon Mara, and the fact that we get every single page done by him. I mean, just look at the art. It's all paint. It's all just gallery. And
yeah, it's got almost like a realistic look to it.
And we get all the classic monsters told in a totally different way, and it is now starting to get some semblance in how it's being told. So I'm getting where the direction he's trying to go to. There's so few words and so little dialogue, and now only issue 5, that it does take time to go ahead and build up a true story, because I think he just want to go ahead and show you what he can do as art and books. So now that we're 5. It is good. It's now that you're getting into it, meaning you're getting that solid 4 issues into it, you're getting enough dialogue to put together a real story. That's more definitely pictures. And you fall in love with the art first. Then when you start getting the story, you start putting together what he's doing. And it's cool. It's really interesting. Well, hey, we went through a good amount of books. Yeah. And I'd say that's pretty much it.
Empty.
I'm looking forward to definitely diving into this. Before I do, as you well know, I end up having to log everything. But kind of cheated on myself the other day and reading about 4 titles. So I'll probably end up doing maybe the same before I log. Hopefully not. But you got anything else to say before we let the chat go?
A lot of new things coming out. A lot of good series that are continuing right now. And there's never been better time to read.
I agree.
From us at 1-2
Comic Talk.
We will catch you in the next stream. You missed it. You missed it.